My story with Stop the Traffic probably began in about 1999, and I was with a group of girls and we were having the usual girly conversation about why I wasn't married, why I didn't have kids, having a right giggle. But the thing that was so different was I was in a brothel in India, and it was the worst place I've ever been. And I travelled in my old job to lots of kind of projects in developing countries, but this kind of, the environment that it was, the deprivation that was there, and these women's lives, and them kind of being really normal and girly, but then seeing the reality of themselves, selling themselves, you know, kind of 8 women in this tiny room with their children there as well. And when I came home, I think it just really stuck with me, and I kept trying to think, why has this impacted me so much? And I think it came down to the word freedom. And freedom and choice, I just felt like I have so much choice. I made choice about my GCSEs, my A-levels, going to uni, what job I did, gap years, travel, and it was all about my fulfillment and what would make me happy and how could I use my skills to do a job. And I just thought, these women don't have choice. And I'd gone in with an organisation who were giving them choice to go to a safe house, to have an education, training new skills so they could earn money in a different way, to take their children with them to a safe place. Many had HIV and AIDS, so to receive healthcare. But they didn't make that choice because they didn't really realise they had a choice. There was kind of I guess ignorance is the wrong word, but they were ignorant to the fact that life could be different. So I just thought, with my choices, my everyday choices, I want to use those to bring freedom for other people. It's a bit idealistic. Watching this play has made me feel that I just have the best job in the world, and it's not just about what I get to do with it, but seeing how people become a part of Stop the Traffic and own it themselves and share it with other people. And it does just totally sum up the story, because the youth theatre have gone on this journey of learning what trafficking is and then are sharing it with their friends and family, but also actually with the wider community, because they've invited frontline professionals, the police, people in social services, who should be those who are responding to what they see, but so often know so little about it. So it goes from this personal youth theatre, how do we act, how do we do this, to how do we share this, to a massive impact that it's having on the community. At Stop the Traffic, we always say that trafficking begins in a community and it'll be stopped by a community, because when someone is trafficked, they're taken out of their community, and if only that community understood what the vulnerabilities were, and if people were at risk, then they could protect and prevent it happening. But then when someone's trafficked, they end up in a community. And again, what about if the neighbours just saw what was happening next door, where someone was held as a domestic slave, or where there was a brothel, or where there was a cannabis farm where Vietnamese boys had been trafficked in to cultivate that farm. And it's that, yeah, if they knew, if they could see and identify, then they could actually do something about it. And again, you're able to rescue and protect those who have been trafficked. So I think knowledge and understanding is everything, really. That's the first step. Understand what trafficking is, understand how it affects your local community, and then you know what you need to do about it if you see it.